Hello there. Nityanandam Namaskaraha. And welcome to this video. Thank you for your presence and your listening. Um, Today is Monday, May 7th, 2018. And I can't remember, did I already say my name? My name is Prema Pujitan Ananda. And some of you know me as Adam. And I'm coming to you today because I've made a decision to try out Shiva Jatas, also known as Dreadlocks. And so I wanted to make a before video, and I could talk a bit about the benefits of having Shiva Jatas, Dreadlocks. Of course, I haven't had them yet, so from experience, I can't really say. So I'll just say a couple things because most of my videos I like expressing from my own experience. On another note, I'd like to also mention, maybe it has seemed like quite a while since I've uploaded a video, at least on YouTube, but I have made a few other videos if you want to check out my Facebook account as well. It's Prema Pujitan Ananda, just as my name is here on YouTube. So about Shiva Jatas, and to back up a little bit, starting in maybe 2011, sometime, I started being introduced to the agamas. These are part of the Vedic scriptures that really give details on diet, exercise, how even placement of trees around your property can increase your health benefit. There's so many different aspects to the agamas. I don't even know. I have no idea how in depth they go, but I know there's a lot, even on construction, on so many different things. How to experience the ultimate through everything, through yoga, through diet, through every aspect of life. And one of them is Shiva Jatas, known here in the West most popularly as dreadlocks. And so my guru, Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, has some amazing discourses. And one of them that stands out right now that I could relate to Shiva Jatas, the dreadlocks, are the 25 states of consciousness. So it's kind of like a grid, kind of just like that, the times table, the multiplication chart that we learn, at least here in the West, of the 1 times 1, 2 times 2, that whole grid, of the 12 by 12, whatever it is, multiplication chart. Just like that, there's a grid of 25 states of consciousness. And instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the different combinations of all those, you have the five components of states of consciousness, which are sleeping, or dreaming. Deep sleep, dreaming, waking, awake, and alive. And the awake and alive are associated with enlightenment, incarnation status, and all of that. So the 3 components of states of consciousness that most of us experience throughout our days are the deep sleep or dreaming, and waking states. Those are usually the components that we operate out of a majority of the time. The regular human consciousness, up to at least this point in human history, it's usually operates out of those states, with once in a while we have glimpses of the Turiya or Turyatita, which is the awake and alive states. So, one of the benefits of having a Shiva Jatas is having that weight on your scalp, the constant pulling and the heavy weight of the Shiva Jatas, of the dreadlocks, when you do have those glimpses of bhava samadhi, of glimpses of enlightenment, glimpses of altered states of consciousness, I mean, whatever your cognition is of that, I don't know what words you would use to describe a state of love, a state of peace, a state of ecstasy, a state of bliss, whatever you may call those states. In Sanskrit, the awake state, component state of consciousness, is called turiya, and then there's also, even beyond that, turiyatita, the alive state. So all that is like so exciting to me, because I've had some experiences that the mind kind of ceases to function because it doesn't know how to it's just when you get to a certain point of an experience of ecstasy, see, just as I'm trying to explain, the words aren't coming. The experience is there. And that's what, the only reason I've shared anything about my guru, about Hinduism, about any of that, is because of the states of consciousness I've experienced. This is the only reason, because of its existence, because of my guru's existence, it's really the only, because of the existence of Devi, of Prakriti, the divine feminine, the one that empowers us, gives us power to operate our lives, and also the one who is the consciousness of it as well, with consciousness of everything, which is Mahasadashiva, because they exist, the grandmother and father of everything, that's one of the ways I would describe them, my cognition of them. Because they exist, because all life stems from the source, we are all here because of that space of union of divine masculine and divine feminine energies. So because they exist, because I cognize myself as Shaivite, because Shiva is my central deity, that I'm sharing anything about this lifestyle, because I know that that's why I have been able to experience something more than the mundane, just sleeping, deep sleep, dreaming and waking states. Because that I've experienced something beyond those that I can't explain is the only reason that I'm sharing anything about Hinduism, because that's, for me, that's where all life stems from. But I suppose that could be a subject, for another video as well. I could go into that for a while. But back to the Shiva Jatas, the dreadlocks. So what else? What else can I say about them? Not much, because I haven't experienced them myself. I do want to mention a couple of people that have helped me in this process of just learning. I'm trying to study up as much as I can about Shiva Jatas, dreadlocks, before getting them. But ultimately, it's going to be about my experience. That's the most important thing. But I do want to thank you to one Facebook group called End of Business Shaman Dreads, run by formerly known as Robert Tuma, and now his spiritual name, Sri Nitya Brahmagarbha Ananda, has so much wonderful information on his chart, not only his YouTube account, on his Facebook under that same name, Sri Nitya Brahmagarbha Ananda. I have learned out of all of the, because if you do research on Shiva Jatas, on dreadlocks, it starts becoming redundant the more people that you start viewing their videos, because it all kind of sounds the same after a while. And the only one that kind of has, gone beyond all of that is is this individual of Shaman Dreads, Sri Nitya Brahmagarbha Ananda. Please check out him on Facebook or YouTube or both. And he has some very unique information to give. And another one that hits a lot of good points as well is on his name is Christian. I don't know his last name. On YouTube, his name is Lazy Dreads, and it's kind of a funny name, but he makes so many good points on the Shiva Jatas. He calls as Dreadlocks, because I don't think he means to say lazy, but the context behind that is organic. Having something that you're not messing with, you're letting nature take its course. And he means this in the Dreadlocks as well. I guess I could talk about that for quite some time as well. But I'm going to actually stop myself and end the video here, because I want to talk from my own personal experience. And as you can see, you know, I don't have them yet. One other thing I would like to say, though, I do have some thinning. So I have kind of a balding spot in the back, and the top is actually very thin, but the sides are really thick. The back is really thick. So I can do something. I've heard someone say, "Oh, you're going kind of bald on the top. Why don't you just shave your head?" I have no problem with that. I've shaved my head before, but it's the context and it's the health benefits that I'm looking for. So even if I can only have partially dreads for now, hey, at least that's something. And also, Sri Nitya Brahmagarbha Ananda, I'm going to mention him again because he did say something very, very awesome that I haven't heard from anyone else who's had the Shiva Jatas, the Dreadlocks. He says when he started with 24 Jatas, Dreadlocks, right? Over time, because the hair is locked, because when you wash your hair and you don't have the Shiva Jatas, the Dreadlocks, that you lose a lot of hair. You look at your towel, you're like, oh, hair is coming out. I'm not saying that's not going to happen with the Shiva Jatas, but he said it doesn't happen as much, and because your hair is locked, your hair gets thicker over time. He started with 24 Jatas, now he has 36, and some of them are floor length. It's just beautiful. Oh God, I just love how they look. Anyways, but I'm not getting them just because I like how they look. It's for the health benefits as well. So I look forward to, in the future, making videos about the health benefits that I noticed that I am getting from them. It's actually supposed to stop or heal yourself in such a way that you won't have hot flashes anymore. So if you're interested in that, I can share the video of my guru, Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, talking about that as well. So many exciting things, and this is just one small aspect of the agamas to help improve, health, mental health as well. So thank you for listening, and I hope to have an update from you soon as I can get the Jatas, maybe 1 or 2 months from now. I'm not sure. So we'll see. So thank you. Nityanandam.